All right. Bombshell.
That's right. This review video will be reviewing Bombshell. We are the Samurai Reviews, and we are your hosts.
Maybe. Or we're just two dudes on YouTube. You decide.
So, Bombshell came out 2019. Yes, we're a little bit behind, but we have lives instead of all you YouTuber watchers.
6-day-a-week class, okay? Don't even get me started.
Let's see. Yep, I formed a new way of reviewing movies now that I want to implement in this review video.
No thanks. Pass. Okay, so go ahead.
This is just for me.
I know, I copied it.
I
liked it.
Yeah, right. It's a good formula. I kind of wanted to break down what kind of built a movie, and there's different categories in them, and I've kind of...
Basically, we hit all the points of movies, basically like kind of subcategories or like kind of Oscar nomination level stuff. Yeah, just like what is important artistically and what makes a film a film. So yeah, he'll obviously, when you watch the review, you'll catch on because it'll be like the actors, and you'll be like, oh, acting. Yeah. You're smart.
Yeah,
maybe, I don't know. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, so we'll be implementing that in our Bombshell review. Bombshell is a movie about a real life scandal where Fox News, Roger Ailes, he sexually assaulted a number of women by using his position. Anyways, the movie Bombshell is fake news. Fake news. Fake nudes. Fake. All right. I have a really bad... I need to work on my Trump impression. Dude, what? They hung up because they heard me. Like, oh. Bombshell is about a guy named a scandal revolving around a guy named Roger Ailes, who was the chairman and CEO of Fox News. Basically, he abused his position of power to sexually assault, harass, and basically rape women of Fox News in order to give them a higher position. And that was like, it was fucked up. And so this movie is kind of...
It's
about that. It has real life characters. It has Megyn Kelly. It has Gretchen Carlson, a couple of other Fox News characters, like real people. They're basically characters. Anyway, I hate Fox News so much. But, and then it has this other character, which is actually a fictional character played by Margot Robbie. And she basically is the encapsulation of all the other stories that didn't involve Gretchen Carlson or Megyn Kelly. And all these other victims, women that were abused by this named Roger Ailes. So my rating is a you, Roger Ailes.
So much editing.
Dude, this is gonna be more. I fucking hate this movie because I love this movie. I like this. Let me get to my review. All right, so Bombshell, I'm going to give a 7, and I enjoyed this much more than a 7, and I recommend this much more than I would recommend a normal 7 because the story and then emotional impact is really important, and it's really clear and decisive, and like it tells you a story that has really been swept under the rug and kind of ignored, and continues to be ignored. There are people that continue to abuse their power to do similar things to what Roger Ailes did, or the exact same things that Roger Ailes did, and we don't care, or we don't believe people, or we're not supportive. Brett Kavanaugh! That was supposed to be a cough, but Brett Kavanaugh, you. So many bleeps. Anyways,
it's just gonna be
this is gonna be me just getting mad at other people that have abused the system, which is them, like Trump, Kavanaugh, Ailes, earmuffs. But yeah, I think it's really important because we ignore these things that people do, and that's what this movie is about. It's about women that have been sexually assaulted. It's about women that ignore women that are sexually assaulted, or women that are sexually assaulted and then just like let it happen, say, hey, boys will be boys, or whatever. It's about people that say they're on the side of victims and then aren't brave enough to stand with those victims. It's about people that actually, like something that I did at the beginning of this video, actually, is one of the bigger moments in this movie is one time this lady just kind of like, I don't want to, you know what? We'll combine spoilers for this one because spoilers are going to be kind of short. It's a real story, too. Like it's a...
Look it up.
Yeah, anyways. This isn't going to ruin the movie for you, I promise. There's this one part, Gretchen Carlson is in a grocery store and she's like, hey, your baby's really cute. I'm just trying to be nice to this lady. And she's like, you're on Fox News. Which, like, I get that, but like, this is a sexual assault victim who's like, is on Fox News because, and she's kind of trying to fight Fox News this whole time too. I don't agree with what Gretchen Carlson says most of the time. But like, that's not an excuse to basically just like, when a woman compliments your child, to kind of tell them to go screw themselves. And it's kind of talking about like how like, that's why sometimes victims don't feel comfortable coming out. They don't feel that support system. They feel like they're going to be hated regardless. And then not only that, but now they're going to get fired. Now they're going to get demoted, whatever. And it just shows how complex the way our culture and society treats these victims and these cases of sexual assault and stuff. And I think this movie covers all that extremely well. But as far as a cinematic piece, there wasn't anything really special about it. So in a long explanation that I forgot I was explaining why I gave it a 7. And then I had to wrap it back around. I was like, oh, I forgot this was why I started. That's why I gave it a 7. It's not anything special in terms of a film. Cinematically, it's not crazy unique. There's some moments where I'm like, oh, I kind of like that little bit and piece. But the real weight of this movie comes from the emotional impact of it being a true story that has been ignored for far too long. That's where I'll start.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I have a few more, but I'm sure I'll have a moment.
Yes.
But I'll have a moment. I'll make a moment.
Let him sizzle down.
Stop calling me Wisconsin.
Well, I get to my points. I will also rate this a 7. It's probably because of the story. I do like real life based stories because they do tend to hit a little bit more emotionally with the audience and tend to connect a little bit more with, real life situation and people in real life. So that's why it's a 7. Like Brett said, it's not anything very cinematic to it. It's not like you're going to go and watch like Avengers Endgame or something like that where the entertainment value
is definitely not going to be. It's dark and cringy. It is like, but that's the point.
That's the whole tone of the movie, and that's what I get to a little bit later on. But the entertainment value is not going to be like Avengers Endgame. It's like 10 out of 10, right? You're just excited the whole way through like the 3-hour movie or anything.
No one lifts Thor's hammer.
Yeah. Acting though was really good between all 4 of the main actors. Yeah. The three blonde,
Kidman, Theron, Margot, and Kate McKinnon. Kate McKinnon surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah, Kate McKinnon and the main bad guy that played.
John Lithgow.
Yeah.
John Lithgow I love John Lithgow. I didn't like his character in this movie, but like
he plays really good bad guys.
Dexter.
Got to give him props for that, for just
he made you hate him.
making him hate you, and that's a really good acting as like a villain.
Oh yeah.
Like the only reason why I hated Jafar in like the live action one is because he sucked at his acting. But in the animation, you hated Jafar because he was a really big person, and you're just all like, and that's what you need is you just need those. If you have the villain, like you need the audience to hate him, and that's what he did, and that's why his acting, this movie and this acting was just really good.
Yeah.
The directing style in this, like I said, it was like it really brought that tone, and the director does that where there was cringy parts to it. It was awkward. It was intense in some of the scenes. Really good how the director just set that tone for that movie. Sets and design also average. Nothing too special.
Everything else to this movie besides the fact that this is a real story with real people and like real emotional story. This is an average movie, but like the emotional impact is so important that it's a recommended movie. It's a highly recommended movie.
Yeah, so since we're kind of combining with the spoilers part of it, within this non-spoilers, I would like to mention they're on this narrative style to it, where she just starts to narrate within the movie as her character that she's playing.
Megyn Kelly.
Yeah, which is to me, I thought that was very interesting style to it. It didn't really like up the game or like up the movie or kind of like destroy the movie. Yeah. I just thought it was just there and it was interesting in a way that they try to set the tone and stuff. It was well balanced and the flow was well enough that it told the story and set that tone for the movie.
It shows you a lot of different perspectives of sexual assault, and it's some perspectives that I like to consider myself a feminist, but I never even thought about some of these. Like that lady in the grocery store was a big moment for me because I was like, I've probably done that. I've probably told someone to go f*** off when they're trying to like their best to like write something that's really f***ed up, and like that's not really fair. And then Kate McKinnon's character, she's supposed to be this like liberal Hillary supporter that works for Fox News because she's just trying to get a job. She just wants to be a journalist, and that's who was hiring. But now she's stuck at Fox News because no one hires anywhere else, which is kind of perpetuating the problem of Fox News, which it's that biased reporting. But like, if you're not going to accept them after they're at Fox News, why would they be unbiased? Because they need to stay at Fox News because they have to stay at Fox. It's really it adds these kind of questions that I didn't really think about. Not excusing Fox News, by the way. But it gave me different perspectives that I hadn't seen before, even as someone who feels like they're very supportive of what this story that they're trying to tell. Yeah. So especially for someone who doesn't support this, like, once again, this is for you and this is for you, but this movie is also for you. So like, you can take all three of these.
Brett said there's a lot of different views on this. Mm-hmm. I had a learning moment.
Yeah,
you
didn't even hear about
hear about the story.
Yeah, I had to give you some tidbits.
I don't follow any of the news or just basically any politics, whatever, that kind of stuff. I don't like to follow that kind of drama. It's dumb. Every time I hear it, I just want to flip a table or something because it's just that ridiculous.
Yeah, because you kept throwing over me. You're like, are you seriously? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, dude.
During the whole movie, I was like, dude,
how did I not hear of this?
I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah. This should be a big thing that everybody should be talking about. And I'm surprised I didn't. Like, it's my first time learning about it. And I was learning all these different sides to it. And I was like, turning to Brett all the time. I was all like, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Or like, I was like,
I'd be like, you don't even know half of it. Yeah. So then he did.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, coming from my side where I just not knowing anything,
it's entertainment value no matter who you are
was there. So
yeah,
I would say it's a very discussed type movie because it does kind of bring out your morals and your beliefs in this kind of like issue.
It's kind of similar to how I felt about Joker. Like, I was like kind of nervous. It was a little different because I was like actually like kind of scared in Joker that I was gonna get shot. But like this movie, in the same way that Joker was just kind of like, oh my god, that's like he should not be doing that. Like, it's highly recommend this movie. It's not going to be some cinematic masterpiece that you're going to be like, wow, when you come out. It's more going to be like a, oh my god. But I do highly recommend it because it does hopefully at the end of this movie you'll come out of it wanting to be better, and I think that's kind of the best part of this movie is it encourages you to be better.
Maybe as a film major, definitely watch this movie to how great the directing was and how they set the tone for this movie throughout the movie.
The respect that they gave the victims too was another thing that I really enjoyed. Like they basically gave them their own voice. There's like a scene where they have like pictures of the women that were also assaulted and their statements. And I thought it was really respectful.
That was really nice.
But so like I think if you're going to do a movie like this, that they did it very well, extremely well. But yeah, so that's a 7 from us.
Yeah, it comes out with a Samurai review for Bombshell, a 7. If you did like this review video, hit that subscribe button down below. Comment what your thoughts on it if you've seen Bombshell.
For those of you who liked and subscribed, that's for you.